Great, Cande. How are you back in the studio? It's a very cold morning here at the Grange School.
We're going to look at the history of the Grange
and see how it became what it is today. It was founded in 1928 by John Jackson in this very hard rock.
But this is not the original stone. The real one, you can find it in Avenida Pedro de Valdivia. The Grange barely started with 12 boys.
Nothing is similar to the 2,000 students there are today.
You can remember Enrique Reed,
one of these students that visited us in 2013, but sadly passed away. The school birthday is celebrated on the 4th of June, but this was not the actual founding, but it was really in March.
They celebrated matches with Queen Elizabeth's birthday. The Grange is divided into 3 different areas:
the lower prep,
the upper prep,
finally the senior school.
Thank you for hearing us.
Now let's go back to you, reporters.
Thank you, studio. It's a beautiful morning here in the Grange School.
Today we are going to talk about one of the most important qualities of the Grange School:
fair play. Now we go to you, Martin.
Mateo and Alberto. Here I am at the Balfour Squad in the Grange School, and I'm going to ask some people what is fair play. Excuse me, sir. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Could you please tell me what is fair play?
Fair play is equal treatment for all the rules and all concerned.
Thank you.
Goodbye. Now you can apply this in your daily life.
Okay, I'm glad you tell me. Now, back to you.
Let's see who's right. Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors. Okay, you start. Oh! Hey, let's ask the referee.
Referee, was it a point?
Yes, no point.
Hey, that's cheating.
You're definitely cheating.
Oh no, that was a clean
Match point.
Hey, what's the point?
No, we didn't.
You're cheaters.
Let's see what the referee says.
Point for us.
Hey, cheating. You were not playing with fair play.
Yes, we were.
Oh, what a good game that was, wasn't it, Mateo?
Yes, Antonio. That was a great game. Now we'll go with you, Martin, in the field.
How did you think you played, Martin?
Very well, because we won.
And did you play with fair play?
In between us, well, we did a little cheating.
Okay. Mateo, how do you think you
Me
played?
and Martin played very well as a team and we won.
Did you apply
No,
fair
we
play in
didn't
the
apply
game?
play in that game and we didn't apply play.
Okay. Antonio, did you think you played well in this game?
I think I played pretty well with my friend Alberto, but we couldn't demonstrate it because they did a lot of cheating.
Okay. Did your team or did the other team did or did not apply fair play in this
I
game?
think we applied fair play because we always said the truth and we respected the rules.
And now we go back to you, studio.
Thank you, studio. Now we're going to have an interview with Maca, who's going to tell us about spirit of service. Now with you, Miss Maca.
In what ways do you help students at the Grange with social service?
We help students at the Grange with the spirit of service, encouraging them to participate in different spirit of service activities. As you know, each level has an organization that they support, and part of the job that I do is to encourage students to participate in those initiatives.
And why do you think spirit of service is important for students at the Grange?
Okay. I was a student at the Grange, and when I came to the Grange, we had no spirit of service, and I think that Actually participating or getting involved in the spirit of service helps form the value system of the person that you will become in the future. So it's all about teaching values to the person to participate in activities that are different to what they're used to, like getting them out of their zone of comfort.
And like which values?
Okay, values of thinking of others, sharing, respect for other people's capabilities, circumstances, realities, solidarity.
And in what projects do you do to help the social service?
I currently participate in supporting the Puelmapu school in Peñalolén. So all my social service work or spirit of service work is focused in that school in Peñalolén. As a mom, I support the Hogar Esperanza because my daughter is in 3rd prep. So we are going to be helping the Hogar Esperanza during the year.
Okay, thank you.
Okay?
Back to the studio.
Good morning, Simon, and thank you for calling me. I'm here with Granny Martha to ask him some questions about co-education, and she was one of the first girl students at the Grange. Granny Martha, how was at the beginning?
I entered at 1971 to the school and I was 14 years old.
How was when you entered? The boys at the morning, I think. Could you?
Yes, it was boys at the morning and girls at the afternoon. So we were separate, but the school was for boys and girls.
Okay. Where did you come from before you entered to the Grange?
I came from Donalaster School.
Ah, so you changed. Boys went to Donalaster and girls came to the Grange.
No. The boys and the girls studied together in one classroom, so it was a big change for the school. The boys and the girls together.
Thank you, Granny Martha. And now I'm going to interview some pupils. Oh, what's this? It's raining, but I'm prepared. Okay, now I'm going to. Good morning. What's your name?
My name is Tomas.
Tomas, what do you think about co-education at the Grange?
I think it's great because now girls can have the same opportunities. They have the same experience that boys have.
What do you do together?
We do all our classes together, but in sports we're like separated because we do rugby and they do hockey.
Okay, thank you very much, Tomas. Back to you, studio.
Thank you, Colomba, and good morning. Today we are going to do some interviews to some teachers. Mr. McBride, Miss Beth, and others.
Good morning, Lucy.
Good morning, Sophia.
Why do you find this school unique?
There's lots of things that I find unique about the school, but if I could choose one, Mr. Murphy, the head of the 6th prep, very unique.
What do you most like of this school and why?
The people is the thing I most like about this school. The teachers that I get to work with I really enjoy, and the students. Definitely the people is the thing I like the most.
What would you like to change of this school?
If I could change one thing, I would change the uniforms. I would have shorts for the boys in the summertime and no ties for the young boys, like the 3rd girls. If they just eat their ties, they don't even use them like they're supposed to.
Thank you, Mr.
No problem.
Hi, Ms. Zara. I think this school is unique.
I do think it's very unique.
Why?
Well, I think there are a lot of things, like our uniforms are unique, and the place where we are, we're the only school that's like this, that's still in this part of town. And we have a lot of resources that other normal schools don't have, so that makes us unique.
What would you change of the school?
I would, I know. I would have more music rooms, and I would have more music classes for 5th and 6th prep students, and I would have 2 different choirs and a recorder ensemble and a xylophone ensemble.
Why?
For fun.
Thank you.
Hello. What do you most like about this school?
I like everything we do, the activities, I like the students, they're very active, they're really bright, and we do really special things.
And what would you change about this school?
I would even do more activities, and I like to think about recycling, and I just think sometimes students fight a lot for things that are not really important, like she looked at me bad, and they waste time in some things that would be really, really more interesting to do.
Good morning, Miss.
Good morning.
Why do you find the school unique?
I think it's unique because of the mix of teachers and students it has. You have a good blend of Chilean students, or obviously Chilean students and Chilean teachers, plus an international touch as well with teachers from a bunch of different countries. And I think it creates a good dynamic between the two.
What do you most like of this school?
I particularly like the chances that we as teachers have to form relationships with the students. I think PSHE really helps teachers and students bond. Golden Time, as silly and fun as it seems, I think it helps. It serves a good purpose.
What would you change from the school?
If I could change one thing, it would be that teachers had classrooms and students had to do all the walking. Get you guys a little bit of movement during the day and a brain break as well.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Now, back to the studio.
Espalda recta. Vamos, dale, vamos. Dale. Bien, Echeverría, sin caerte. Bien, amigo mío ahí. Vamos. Ya. Te abraza, ya. Alto.
Mira esto. No voy a pasar.
Dos defensas más acá. Otros 2 defensas. Vamos. Cuando venga. Dale. 8 contra 1. Sigue. Pasa la pelota. Corriendo con una mano. ¿Qué? ¿Te podía apurar o no? Y mirar los pases. Anda. Dale. Dale, pasa. Ya, dale, métete. 2 defensas, espérate que se formen. Atrás de nuevo, pásate de nuevo. Para.
The importance of sport in any school, particularly in this school, is the fact that it is the one opportunity where you can develop your skills of leadership on the one hand, and at the same time realize that you cannot win playing on your own. And that's why we tend to privilege sports that are played in teams more than individual sports. Individual sports are important and they're great. And they're great particularly for future life when you leave school or university. But team sports are the areas where you learn that you cannot win if you're on your own on the pitch.
Okay. And what makes sports unique in the school?
Right, well what makes sports unique in this school is the fact that we privilege participation. As much as possible we go for participation more than to winning. If we wanted to win everything in the country, it's easy. We just select 20 rugby players, 20 hockey players, and we forget about the rest of the school. And the idea is that we really try to get as close as possible to 100% participation.
Okay, thank you.
What do you think is unique about the Grange?
I think that the Grange is a special school because it teaches you a lot of things and it teaches you great values. It teaches you friendship, it teaches you sports and also English and other very important subjects. And it develops a friendship that lasts for a lifetime. After the girls and the boys leave school, they keep on meeting year after year.
Okay. What was the thing that has changed the most from when you started teaching?
At the Grange?
Yes.
Well, when I arrived at the Grange, there were already girls here. Things that have changed, I think, is technology. I remember when I first arrived, there were blackboards in the classroom. You know what a blackboard is?
Yes.
Have you ever seen a blackboard? And you used to write with chalk, and then you had to erase it with a duster, and you got all covered in dust. Then the whiteboards appeared, you know the whiteboards. And then now the electronic boards appeared. That's the main change in technology.
What was the experience that changed you the most?
I think that having the privilege of teaching here has been a great experience for me, and that has helped me a lot.
If you could change anything, what would it be and why?
If you could change anything at the Grange, yes, I would like the Grange pupils to have more respect for the uniform. Sometimes I see jackets lying about all over the place, and that shows a bit of lack of respect for your uniform.
And the last question, what was being a sport teacher your first choice?
Yes, I think I always loved sports, maybe because I wasn't the best student in my school days, and I was a fairly good sportsman. So I have an inclination more for sports than for other subjects.
Okay, thank you.
What do you think is unique about the Grange? I think what is really unique about the Grange is its value and how it teaches them.
What was the experience that changed you the most?
I think the experience that changed me the most was playing for the first time for the first 11, which was really exciting, and I was really nervous, all the adrenaline, because at the end you want to represent the best you can of your school.
If you could change anything about the school, what would it be?
I would probably change the arts program. I think the school has a lot of sports going on, which I found really good and I appreciated myself a lot. But I would really like to see more arts in the school for the people who are better at those kind of things.
What was the thing that changed you the most from when you were at school to now?
Not much has changed, but I would say that when I was little, the news in our library, those were my classes, and those bring me memories because it was my first day of school at Bounce Band, and that has changed because now it's the new library.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello Columban Studio. I'm here at the chapel about to interview some students of the Grange.
What do you think is the most unique thing about the Grange?
I think the values that we learned in the Grange are very important. They made us embody all the honesty, fair play, all-rounder, and I'm very proud of that.
I think one of the most unique things about the Grange, it is the sports tradition. They teach us to be very fair in the game, and we try very hard to like win every match, and our commitment to the team is very high. Like we care about our teammates, and we put all our heart in the game. So I think that our sports tradition, is one of the most unique things in the Grange.
I think that the most unique thing about the Grange are the high demands that the school places on their students, not only in the academics part, but also in sports and in social service. So the school always expects every student to give their best at any moment.
So I think the Grange has a lot of very good teachers. So what I most like about the Grange is the fact that I've gotten a very good education. Aside from that, Grange also gives you a lot of opportunities to do sports or participate in rugby or athleticism. So I think that's very positive, and it just gives you a pretty broad education. So I think that's what makes Grange very unique.
Have you gone to another school?
Yes, to Santiago College and a school in England.
What is different about it?
With Santiago College, it wasn't that much different with the Grange, except in the sense of sports and community that here in the Grange existed. Because when I arrived, I didn't have much friends or anything, but when I started playing sports, I met a lot of people, and there's a sense of community really within the school, within the sports, and related also to the Olympic Union Club.
Yes, I have. To Nido de Águilas.
What is the difference between them?
I think Nido is very international, like worldwide, and switching to the Grange, it was a lot more welcoming than Nido. And I've only been here for like 6 years, but all along I felt like at home, and the ability to make you feel like at home even though you haven't been here since the start, I think that makes the Grange super unique. That's it.
Back to you, studio.